this is Prelude, and now we're gonna go again before we go over and do CPU far reconnaissance. I think another thing I should cover is sector capture. Well, you see, in Time of the Truth, they added the ability to capture sectors. Now, to capture a sector, you need to build a trading post, which our Xenon equivalent to a trading post is a Xenon station. And then, another thing, and of course, the entire sector must be cleared of stations and capital ships. That includes corvettes and bombers.
You are talking to the automated. What do you want?
Now, once you place down the trading post, you're given two options. You can either capture the sector, which it will turn the sector will be of your ownership, or you can go over and hand this sector to the government, which in our case will be the Xenon. Well, we are going to go over and capture the sector. And right now, when we do that, also that right there costs us, I think, about 100 million credits to do, I believe. Now we're gonna go over, jump out of the sector, and go to precursors.
Device charging at 10%.
Now the sector will not be taken over until after you leave in about a few minutes. Same goes if you hand over the sector to the government, which in case would be the Xenon, like this one right here.
Xenon station.
Actually, I think the sector might be ours now. Yeah, it's ours now.
Jump device charging at 10%.
Now the thing about capturing sectors is that you have to defend them yourself. I mean, every so often a freedom fleet will try to take back the sector. And let's go twist this, guys. But right now, we have a few sectors already captured, as well as a bunch of other sectors that I turned into the Xenon. Now, each one you turn into the Xenon improves your rank with the Xenon slightly, and also has them constantly patrol the sector, making the sector much more safer for you, pretty much. But again, if it's your sector, you have to defend it yourself. And so you may have to use your own capital fleet to protect it, because again, every so often something's going to try to take it back. And if that station and they're all going to converge onto that Xenon station when they do invade. And if that station gets destroyed, it reverts back to the previous owner of the sector. I mean, you will get messages whenever someone does try to invade. And we're back. And apparently the side quest of getting the MO doesn't seem to be working, or I don't really know the exact requirements for it. But, so I decided to go over and cheat in my Xenon D. Now, the Xenon D is it is one of the most powerful ships of the Xenon fleet. Looks like they're actually attacking that. Well, I'm gonna fix that right now.
Command accepted.
You know, it'd probably be helpful if you did not just move around, just stood still.
Attention, one of your factories
And
is
yeah,
under attack.
we're getting invaded
Xiox Dominion.
in another sector. Oh, we're gonna dock this D.
D.
And we should be getting a quest roll. There we go. Your precipitation and the operation has been approved. Reach the Xenon sector. Your task is to search of any alien objects. So yeah, we finally got ourselves the
Attention,
quests.
one of your factories is under attack. Xiox Dominion.
Yeah, it's just really annoying. Does this thing have I don't think this thing has a jump drive attached to it currently, so I'm gonna have to move all the wares from the QX to it. Alright.
Bioscan. Carrot trade. Navigate or boost extend transport dock trading freights mineral scanner transferred.
Alright. We'll go over and try to stay around. Now this ship is equipped with probably one of the most powerful weapons that Time of Truth adds. That of course isn't an ancient weapon, but still really powerful nonetheless. We're going to go over and command them to take out these invaders. Command console, front, attack capitals.
Attention, one of your factories is under attack. Xiox Dominion.
Let's see how fast it takes out these capitals. As you can tell, this ship is really slow. Going at 45 meters a second. How fast can that really go, really? No, this is as fast as it can go. So yeah, this is as fast as this ship can go. Compared to these other ships that can actually go about twice that speed, almost. But right now we are devastating. Looks like we're going to be devastating this ship. Thresher is their frigate class vessel, the Boron.
Xiox Dominion.
And look at all those. Man, that ship is just getting decimated. Although that's just their frigate. Let's go see how it does against their carrier. Or is that it? Sure. Yeah, that's their carrier. Let's see how fast it deals with this ship. If it would stop targeting the corvettes, although that corvette is pretty much dead. How about actually targeting the my target?
Command accepted.
I want to take this thing out. I wonder how much laser energy we're chewing up by doing this. We're not even chewing our laser energy at all. Oh wow, that is just devastating. And again, this is an M1. This is our carrier, which is supposed to be pretty well shielded. Although we have a lot more shielding. Yeah, we got 12. And this is not even our full shielding either. Alright. And we are now warrior. Alright, now we'll just command the console to attack capitals.
Command accepted.
What is failing?
Boron Barracuda.
What is failing?
Now, as you can tell, this is you can see how devastating the flagships are, or the MOs.
Xiox Dominion.
Now, how Cyrus Dominion. I'm pretty sure that I think it's probably almost, yeah, its shield is down. There are Xenon there, but I doubt they'll be able to save the station. Alright, so anyway, after I deal with these invaders, I'll go over and continue on with the mission. And we're back. Now that we've managed to deal with all these invaders, now we're going to go over and jump to the sector they want us to jump to. Which apparently is just called Xenon Sector. Kind of a bit iffy on jumping just through that gate because it'll probably be too big for that, so I'm just gonna have it jump the point. Well, we're gonna jump the point. We're gonna jump right on top of our what is it, P or something, which I don't really care if I lose.
Jump device charging at 10%, 20, 30, 40, 50%, 60, 70, 80,
Yeah, fly the Xenon Sector.
90, jumping.
For some reason, MO ships actually
Xenon sector.
actually only require 5 fuel to jump to each gate or whatever. Anyway, apparently we're looking for a alien ship or something. So you do not know where.
Autopilot off.
I'm pretty sure that ain't it, but I'll check it out.
Xenon J.
I don't know why there's like a bunch of ships jumping in here. Alright, we are supposed to look for a, oh, there it is, a Deca Def.
Deca Def.
Which, let me see, is it abandoned?
Autopilot off.
Now apparently they want me to capture this thing, but I'm pretty sure you can't do that. Because one, it's not abandoned. I mean, it says no pilot, but that's actually what the pilot is called. It's called no pilot, I believe. And I mean, it wants me to capture this thing. Now, Deca Def is actually another terraforming drone from the Terran. Now we're gonna get over there and see if we can capture it. If not, I'm just gonna go over and seeing that I don't know that this ship is essential, I think I'm going to go over and just force the ship to bail. Let's see, just has. I'm just going to force the ship to bail.
Ejected.
There. Now we can claim it. Once we get about a certain small distance with it. Actually,
Ship
right now.
computer control transferred. Incoming message.
Enter object scout and repair it. Looks like we're gonna be repairing the ship then. Aliens objects race belonging to Terrans. Well, we'll be getting to them later. The activities nature unaggressive. The activities aim reconnaissance. The threat level is undefined, and that is why the analytic unit of the CPU directs you to occupy the scout in order to mask your presence, to make the object's repair, to equip it with maximum compatible shields, and to continue the search. And the message is by apparently Oat, a different one. But yeah, we're gonna go over and repair the ship wherever it went. There it is.
Deca Dev.
Yeah, we gotta repair the ship, and then we gotta go over and
Attention, energy low.
actually, since it's gonna take forever, I'm just gonna reload the shields.
Cheat mode enabled.
Or reload the hull. And I'm pretty sure this thing does not have a transporter device or anything. Now, what do they want me to do with this? I mean, if it has something to do with going into enemy territory, you might as well forget it. Great. And you can see how big this giant super carrier is. You can see, yeah, it can even dock a frigate. And here we are. What's the point? Wait, what we gotta do? We are in this. Well, we repaired it. Oh, we gotta equip with the maximum compatible shields as well. Alright, so what's the maximum compatible shields it can wield? Pretty sure it's not really that good. Yeah, just 4. And I'm just going to install them with the cheats. I think it was 4.
5 megajoule shield installed.
Wait.
Attention.
The analytic CPU informs you that the transmitter of the identification impulses that the scout is undamaged. The masking is a success. What? Now they want me to scan the entrance point, or scout Xenon sector and scan entrance point. Wait a second. I mean, this isn't really right either. Oh, wait, what's over there? Hey, that's something new.
Singularity engine time accelerator.
Well, that's gonna be
not
annoying.
in speed.
I'm gonna fix that right now. Give me the singularity engine time accelerator.
Singularity engine time accelerator transferred.
Now we'll go there. Now they want me to scan this random gate that's out here. Now, originally, this sector was actually supposed to be, I think, close to Terran territory. At least I think so. I don't think we were actually supposed to be even in this sector. But let's see how they handle it in this Albion Prelude port. But yeah, they want you to scan this gate right. I don't care about the invasion. They might as well just take this. I mean, I'll get into why it's a bad idea to own sectors later on. Alright, there's the gate. Now they want you to scan this thing, I believe.
Scanning.
I'll just use A to speed this up.
Scan complete.
I'm at another message from O12. The forecast of the analog unit of the CPU proved to be correct. The jump gate leads to the space sector where the two productive suction cycles ago, several weak outcoming signals were intercepted. Their code corresponded to R, though it was severely old. It concurred with the appearance of Terran ships in our sector. Your task to reach the space beyond the jump gate. The loss of you being one of the key units of the system is inadmissible. That is why the analog unit of the direction is something. Yeah, they want you to use the. Now they want you to use the ML. Now I gotta go all the way back over there and fly that ML. There. Alright. Well, we'll cut this. Oh my god. And we're back. Now we're back in our Xenon D. And we're gonna. And the gate has unlocked itself, well, as well as like turned around as well, and it now leads to Cigaris, which is a Terran sector. Well, now while we fly ourselves to the gate, I'm gonna go over and cover the benefits of capturing sectors for. Well, for the government, and why you should not be capturing sectors for yourself. Well, if you capture sectors for, well, in this case, Xenon, or whatever government you're aligned to, not only they capture the sector, but they also refund your station of double the value, which means you'll get 300 million credits, at least. Now, when you capture a sector, actually, now we're gonna get to why you should not capture any sectors. Well, the benefits of capturing, having your own sector, is that every once in a while, the trading station will produce like 6 million credits. Which isn't really going to be a whole lot, to be honest, especially with the effort that is required to actually defend the sector, because constantly the sector gets under attack by Freedom Union. I mean, even more so than the Xenon sectors get invaded. And unless you have a really powerful fleet to keep those sectors your stations defended, there's really no reason to even have your own sectors. I mean, it's just not worth it. Because Betsy will just keep spamming attention when your stations is under attack over and over again. Because again, as long as your trading station gets destroyed, they get their sector back. And you need a really powerful capital fleet to prevent that. Again, now they're going to go over and take over Rainbow of the Universe I captured. Although I do have a protector there. But, okay, enough about that. But yeah, let's go over and go into this gate known as Cigaris and see what's on the other side. Yeah, that sounded like something banged. Because this ship's so big that I can barely go through the gate. What is that thing?
Receiving upgrade information for
O2,
database.
D3. You have executed the reconnaissance function successfully. The explorer directs you acquainted with your text not found. On the basis of the collected data, the analytic unit of the CPU ascertained that the discovered sector is part of the far Terran colony Aldrin. The exact number of the colony sectors is unknown, but the analytic unit of the CPU admits that the probability of 100% that they are connected with each other by a system of jump gates or transorbital accelerators. As you are an autonomous part of the system, you have been granted an option of self-defining of the further reconnaissance actions, as well as their necessity. But the analog unit of the CPU advises you to develop any of your own further operations, taking into consideration that the terraforming directives for the solar system and the colony Aldrin were elaborated 5 evolution steps ago and are still undiligent, which endows them with top priority status. Okay, so now we're in Cigaris, which is a Terran sector. I don't even know what this thing is. And already you can see some really powerful capital ships in this sector. Now the Terran, again, which is kind of self-explanatory on their origins, is humans that are from Earth. And they have really advanced technology. I honestly don't even know what this thing is. I'm pretty sure it's probably really tough. But all their capital ships
ATF, military.
Imperial, it's just another Imperial ship. It's an MO class. It doesn't have as much shielding as I do. In fact, it doesn't really look as, yeah, that looks like it could probably kill me. Now, the Terran sectors typically don't really look like this, because these are actually the Aldrin sectors, which is, Lost Terran. That, well, if you played, Terran Conflict, you would know what the Aldrin are.
ATF, military.
Yep. Okay, so that is far reconnaissance. And I think this might be the final video regarding the CPU plot, because okay, there is one more chapter known as disinfection, CPU disinfection, which is basically the Xenon's version of Final Fury, having you take on the cock. But that plot is kind of poorly made. I mean, it involves you trying to capture a bunch of the cock ships, as well as trying to take over their sectors that are near impossible odds. I mean, not because well, because their sectors are heavily guarded and have tons of their ships, which can induce some really heavy lag because of their beam weapons. So I might not be covering that plot. Even then, it's straightforward. You're just basically capturing ships and destroying their sector. Anyway, I don't know if I might cover any more random things, or if I'll just go get started on the main Time of the Truth plot, which is actually much different than the Xenon plot, because, well, you actually have more opportunities of friends, even though you have quite a few enemies throughout most of it. Anyway, this is Emperor Nikolai with probably concluding this playthrough of the Xenon start of Enhanced Mod Collection powered by Time of Truth. See you all then.